with that being said, we look over to our Seawolves, who are a little bit later in their season, gunning for a playoff spot, playing a team that's in a playoff position. And how did that really go for them, Bel? What are we looking at here?
I believe we mentioned last week that would be a tough matchup for them. They did play Rugby New York on the 15th, and that was a loss of 22-30. Our player of the game is fly half AJ Alatimu. 1 try scored, 1 goal kick, 154 kicking meters, and 5 total points. Were you there at that one?
That was in New York, so I wasn't. Oh. Yeah, that was tough. Seattle kept it close for most of the game, and New York just kept responding. And it's like there's games like that where like it's like almost an underdog. Hey, we're still in the fight, but answer. It's tough. This is a team now that with that loss, they don't control their own destiny. You got to start looking at scoreboards. Got to start watching, and we'll look at it when we get to the upcoming with the different where the positioning is in the standings. But before it ends, I want to say that this is a big improvement over the last 2 seasons that they've had. But obviously, you as the two-time reigning champ, as the two-time champs to begin the MLR's existence, you'd like to uphold that. You'd like to continue that success. Just tough how it's gone.
Moving on to some team news here. On the 10th, the team recognizes Captain Riekert Hattingh for achieving 50 caps. He's the second player in club history to reach the mark and 11th player in league history. Also on the 10th, I'm going to ask you for help on this name because I do not like messing up names here.
That one's kind of tough.
Leona Futu.
I think that's probably the best. That was what I would go with.
And Duncan Matthews named to best 15 players of the week of Seawolves' historic win over Dallas. On the 15th, the team recognized JP Smith for achieving 50 caps. He's the third player in club history to reach the mark, of course, after Hattingh, and 15th in league history to reach the mark. So congratulations to him.
Cool there to see 2 guys who have been with the club as long as they have, and stay with one team, because obviously, like in any sport, if you stay with one team for a certain amount of time, obviously someone wants to be there, right?
Yeah.
So good to recognize that. And I was really intrigued to see this league news. I don't know about you, but this is kind of cool because the USA is kind of the newer kids on the block when it comes to rugby. So
for sure. USA named as host of a Rugby World. Is that supposed to say cup?
Yeah.
Rugby World Cup. Men's Rugby World Cup will be in 2031. Women's Rugby World Cup in 2033. And then moving on to our standings and record here, the team sits at a 7-7 record. They are now 5th in the Western Conference with 36 points, 8 points behind second place, 5 points behind third place, and 1 point behind fourth place.
So, you look at it there, the top 3 teams in each conference make it. So you have to gun for third. You can't care about being 1 behind fourth. You have to gun for third there.
Looking ahead here, they will be hosting the Houston SaberCats on the 27th at 7:30 p.m. Houston currently sits at third in West for final playoff spot with 41 points.
So you're playing the team that you're looking up at.
Yep.
And, to catch them, you have to, with a bonus point, you have to kind of beat them handily. So you're going to need, like with that game against Dallas, you're going to need another great performance. So we'll see if they're able to do that.